In this video, we're going to do something a little bit different. So normally for our subscribers and our users, you guys know very well that what we do is we do a lot of headshots where we're sitting and we're educating you and talking to you about some of the stuff that we think you should be doing and how to manage and control your stress and your well-being and all of that good stuff, which will continue, and I promise you that. But today I wanted to talk to you about something a little bit different. This is Patrick from Eleu Health. And I got a lot of questions about how do I manage my stress? How do I manage maintaining and making sure that my headspace is okay? Because if your physical is okay and your mental is not okay, then are you really okay? And the answer is no, we're not really okay. And we're never truly, really okay. We've always got something on our mind, something that's stressing us out. And so one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today, being in Abu Dhabi, by the way, at the mangroves, is what are some of the tips and tricks that you can do to manage and maintain your stress? Well, one of the things that I do, and I came about this, by the way, completely out of the blue, is I take photos, and you're going to start seeing some of the photos that I do. Now, I'm not trying to win any prizes for it, and I will not. But what I will do is I'll explain to you my motivation behind that. So when I first started Eleu Health, one of the things that I was told we needed to do, and obviously we followed that, is we needed to have a major social media presence. And I get that. And I see how important that is because, you know, you're going to reach more people and you're going to make sure that you speak to your audience in a very intimate manner. You're going to get to know us slowly with time. But what you don't know is that when I bought all of these wonderful cameras and all of the stuff that I really got into, I found out that I actually enjoy photography. Now, you have to understand a little bit about me. So when I first started off my career in banking, I was all about money. Money, money, money. No money, no honey. And that's fine. That's when you're young. You don't have money, you've got time, and you don't have a sense of purpose. So you focus on money. And with time, what ended up happening is that it became very clear to me that I needed more than just that. I needed more than just to make sure that I was feeding the family. Feeding the family is very, very important, and you have to do that, and you have to have that sense of purpose. But one of the other things that you have to do is you have to also feed your soul a little bit. And that's something I came across completely out of the blue. Like, I fell into that. And photography for me was what did it. Now, I'm an entrepreneur. We've got a young startup company. Eleu Health is by no means this big conglomerate that's going to take on the big major guys of the world. Not today, but maybe tomorrow. But as an entrepreneur, we spend all of our time working. And what I've learned and understood over the last 4 years that we've had this company together is that all work, no play makes for a really dull day. And I love what I'm doing. Don't get me wrong. I love what I'm doing. I'm pouring my heart and my soul and my money into it because I love what I'm doing. And I think that we're out here and we could actually help a few people. And that for me is that sense of purpose of today. And I keep going back to the photography so I can explain it to you. I don't have a lot of time. I have very specific, slots where I'm with my family, where I've got 2 teenage boys, so they don't want to spend any time, but we do force them, as all good parents do. So I've got some slots with my family. I've got a big slot for my team and my staff and the guys that we work with, our vendors, and just trying to get to a product that's out there that speaks to the quality that we feel we are. And the other slot is for our clients, our potential clients. And so that's another big slot. And part of it is social media. Part of it is let your fingers do the talking and the walking, and you pick up the phone, you speak to people. And so my time is pretty much set. There's not much in between, but I need that mental break. I need that time off where I can separate from my day, recharge, and make sure that I can face the next day with the exact same vigor and energy that I feel that I do today. I'm 50 years old. I don't feel 50. I probably don't act 50. I know I don't act 50. And if you ask my kids and my wife, I definitely don't act 50. And I'm proud of the fact that I'm 50 because you know what? I got the scars to show the survival of 50 years of life and carry that with pride. But one of the things that I need to do is I need to make sure that I've got that energy and that same passion day after day after day. And because I don't have a lot of time, what I need to make sure is that I have quality time that I spend. And that quality time that I spend, I have to spend it with my family and for myself, with myself alone. What does that mean? So let me tell you what that means for me. Because I don't have a lot of time, because I have to do a lot of social media like I am doing now, I've incorporated photography into my day. Something I enjoy, something that can take 15 minutes of my time while I'm doing my social media. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at how awesome this is. This is beautiful on video. This is gorgeous on video. But you know what it is? It's even more gorgeous in a photo. Because today I'm going to share that with you, and I'm going to share a couple of photos with you. You're going to see some camels, you're going to see some sea life. Again, I'm not winning any awards, but the point that I'm trying to tell you is I've incorporated that into my day. That's 15 minutes of my time that is just for me. I get into it, I do what I have to do to make sure that I'm in the moment. That is the most important thing. And then, once I'm done, I get back to the real world. I get back to doing my work, but I've taken a break. Now, I'm not telling you you need to get into photography, but by no means is that for everybody. You know, when I was younger, I thought that was for older people, but I think I get my parents now, who also had cameras. But you have to find your own 15-minute break within your day. You have to find your own hobby that allows you to separate, that allows you to enjoy, to take in the sights, the sounds, make sure that you see things for what they are. You know, life passes you by, right? Like, I don't want to get into a speechy moment here, but life passes you by and you want to participate in your own life. And sometimes we don't have the realities are, we just don't have the time, we don't have the capacity, maybe we don't have the money. But I had to buy these cameras for work. But nothing said that they didn't have to have a dual purpose. Work in a little bit of my own play. Doesn't cost anything to anyone, and it's not a cost that I pay that has no rewards to it, no incentives. It's an easy thing to pay for. 15 minutes or 20 minutes in my day. Actually, doing the photography is the reward for doing the social media. So what I end up doing is I do my social media first, that's the pain, so that I can do the photography, and that's the gain. And so you got to do something for you. Now, I don't know all of you, and I would love to hear in the comments below what you guys have in mind and what you guys do to be able to just chill out, relax, take in the sights and the sounds, and to take a mental break. Now, we can call that mindfulness, we can call that a lot of different things under our well-being spectrum, but the reality is, call it what you want. Don't give it a title if you don't want, because some people think of mindfulness as something hokey or something weak or something that's not for them. But everybody understands taking a break. Everybody understands enjoying the sights and the sounds, and everybody understands the beauty and the scenery that is life that we live. If we're going to have to go through the rough times, we might as well take the enjoyment of the good times. And that's one of those times for me right now. So I'll see you in the next video, and in the meantime, here are some pictures that I've taken throughout my own journey. Enjoy. Take care.